Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, our two great kings, the gods that the King James Bible speaks of, which again, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who the world of ignorance calls Christ. True name is Yahweh Shai. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down there, rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short in-transit lesson, or however long the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I don't want to name the video. Nothing can stop those warheads from coming down on Idumea, which Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. Alright? Which when you read Isaiah the 34th chapter, it speaks about the Lord's sword being bathed in heaven, which that sword represents them ICBM nuclear missiles. Alright? Coming down upon Idumea, which again is Greek for Edom, which that represents America. Alright? Or Babylon the Great, aka America. Alright? Because this place has a few names. Alright? The true name of this place is Babal, which is Babylon, which means confusion. Alright? We shouldn't have to, over and over and over again, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, the brothers breaking on down and giving many, many reasons on why this place is the great land of confusion. Alright? This place is known as spiritual Egypt. Alright? Another name. Alright? Bosworth. Alright? The chief city of if they look on the ancient map, alright, the chief city in the land of Edom, or Mount Petra, was Bosworth, alright, and Idumea is another name that you can call this place, which again, Idumea is Greek for Edom, which Esau's headquarters, or his the capital of his kingdom or whatever, is Babylon the Great, alright, aka America, alright. And Lord wills, brothers can see on the screen, the motivation for this lesson comes from this statement that Trump made, which I'm pretty sure all the brothers out there are aware, all right, or this thing that he wants to get accomplished, all right. It says Trump unveils plans for Golden Dome missile defense system. All right, it says Trump selects 175 billion, which I wonder where that's going to come from. Golden Dome defense shield designed to appoint design appointed leaders. It says Golden Dome. Trump confirms details of a plan to build missile shields. Claims it will be done before the end of his term. Right. So, like he said, within the next 3 years, he wants to get this accomplished. All right. Trump. That's all. That's all I'm gonna read. That's all I'm gonna read. But yeah, he said within the next 3 years he wants to get this accomplished before the end of his term. All right, but he's reneging on a lot of stuff. He's backtracking on a lot of stuff. All right, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Even if he is successful in doing this, building some type of missile defense system, all right, it's not going to do any good anyway. All right, prophecy is prophecy, and all the prophecies are going to happen. All right, and one of the major prophecies, when you read Revelation, the first chapter, it speaks about which our forefather John on the island of Patmos actually saw the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, aka Idumea, aka Bosworth, aka spiritual Egypt and Sodom. All right, he actually saw it. So the Lord said in Revelation, the first chapter, the Lord said things which must shortly come to pass. And again, one of the things the Lord saw was this place being destroyed. All right, the whole land of America becoming desolate. All right, so even if he is successful in doing this, all right, they put the money up to do this or whatever, like the thing they got in Israel or whatever. So I'm guessing it's similar to what they have, their Iron Dome or whatever, which is crap, which is trash. All right, it can be penetrated. It doesn't matter because prophecy is going to flourish. The prophecies say this place is going to be wiped out from the east coast to the west coast, from the north to the south. This whole land is going to be become a giant desert. All right, a huge desert. This is It's Isaiah chapter 34. Fellas. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, and hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth from it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies, especially Esau. And he have utterly destroyed them, which is what the Lord is going to do. And they have delivered them to the slaughter. And their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a straw, which is that giant mushroom cloud, all right, that appears after the nuclear missiles hit the land. And all the hosts of heaven shall fall as a leaf falleth off the vine, from the vine, Salakia, and the leaf from and falleth from the fig tree. Verse 5, for my sword, well, what's the Lord's sword? The ICBM nuclear missile shall be bathed in heaven, right? ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. It travels from one continent to the other. So that means what? It has to fly through the heavens. It has to fly in the air to reach its destination. All right? So the Lord said, for my sword should be bathed in heaven, which again, the Lord's sword is the ICBM nuclear missile. All right? And again, intercontinental ballistic missile. It flies from one continent to another. All right, which means it has to travel by way of air, through the air, which is the heavens. All right, one of the heavens. And behold, it should come down upon Idumea, which again is Greek for Edom, the Greek way you say Edom, and upon the people of my curse into the judgment. For the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. So the Lord said it's going to come down upon Idumea. All right, and that's all Idumea. It didn't say part. It didn't say half. It said the Lord said it should come down upon Idumea, which is Greek for Edom, which represents America, Babylon the Great. And the people of my curse into judgment. To judgment, Salakia. For the sword of the Lord, which is the missiles, is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of the kidneys of rams, which represents the people. All right, the people divided by three: the sons of the Most High, which are the Israelites; the sons of men, which are the other nations like Ham, so-called Africans, Chinese, Japanese. And you have the sons of the wicked, which are the Edomites. All right, and the kidneys are rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah, which again another name for this place is Bozrah. All right, because America is the chief city of Esau's kingdom, so to speak, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Right, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right, a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right, and what's going to bring about that great slaughter? Them ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, so it's like it. This is in vain. This all this talk is in vain. And again, he reneges on so much shit. He's probably not even going to do it, but or be able to do it. Because where is he going to get 175 billion? The country is already bankrupt. Where is he going to get that from? All right. Well, we know where he's going to get it from. The taxpayers. All right. Or whatever. The people that, you know, the taxpayers. All right. Just come out of there. Or whatever. Again, it doesn't matter. Even if he is able to get this done, it doesn't matter. All right. Because the plans of Yahweh Shai is going to flourish. And the Lord's plans is what? To destroy this place. To make this place desolate. All right, completely and utterly wipe it out. So again, this is futile. What he's doing, what he's talking, it's just garbage. All right. Again, even if he is successful in doing it, it doesn't matter because again, the Lord's plan is going to flourish. All right. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 1, the revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Right? So the Lord said things which must shortly come to pass. All right? And one of the things that our forefather John saw on the island of Patmos is this place being completely and utterly wiped off the face of the map, completely and utterly destroyed. All right? This is Slovakia. Revelation chapter 18. I started 8. Revelation chapter 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Whose plagues? Babylon the Great. Alright? The whore that sitteth upon many waters. Babylon the Great. For her plagues should come in one day. Death, mourning, and famine. And she should be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges. So the Lord said she should utterly be burnt with fire. So that's all of America is going to be burnt with fire. Alright? Shall be burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, like nations like China, shall beware her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. And saying, alas, alas, for that great city, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Salakia, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, all of Babylon, aka America, that mighty city, for in 1 hour has their judgment come. Right, in 1 hour has their judgment come. So this place is going to be obliterated in an hour, and that's prophecy. Stone cold prophecy, man. And there's nothing this joker here can do about it. Alright? That he can stop it. Alright? Even if he does get the funding again to do this, and he does execute this plan, it doesn't matter. Alright? It doesn't matter. The Most High can just turn this shit off. The Most High just turn it off, or the missiles are just piercing. All right, again, because Israel has one of the top, one of the most advanced militaries in the world with their so-called Iron Dome or whatever. All right, and Iran said they could easily penetrate it. They could have easily penetrated that shit one time when they shot all the missiles off on them. They could have easily penetrated that shit. All right, if they wanted to. All right, so your technology is no good anymore. All right, your sword is becoming weaker, which a part of Esau's sword is his technology, like a missile defense system, like other things, his other weaponry or whatever. All right, it's becoming weak, it's becoming trash. All right, just like well, not so much America's is, because another thing. Russia came out and said, you know, they got missiles that America's system can't track. So ultimately, when it comes down to it, all right, America's military might is failing, really. All right, at the end of the day, and the Lord is strengthening. That's why the Lord said, "Let the weak say I am strong." Now, is American Edomite still, you know, a top military might? Yeah, it is, but it's getting weaker. And the other nations are getting stronger. I did a video a while back showing how America is pretty much stagnant with the development of their missiles. All right, you got nations like Russia, China, and other nations that have nuclear weapons that are building up their arsenal, and that's all through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's all prophecy. Because remember, 200 million missiles has to hit this place and obliterate it. All right, so that's not a coincidence that that's going on. All right. Again, America does have, you know, still has one of the top militaries in the world. All right, but they're gonna get ganged up on. They're gonna get jumped. It's not like it's gonna be a one-on-one between them and Russia, Babylon and Russia. No, you're gonna have to deal with China, or it's like Iran. China more than likely is gonna be involved. All right, and your own allies, them different NATO and EU nations. All right, so you got the whole host of nations coming up against you. He's gonna wipe this place out. There's no way, even if he does successful in building this, there's no way this defense system that he's talking about will be able to catch 200 million missiles, man. And the Lord said that none should break their rank. All of them are gonna hit the lands of America. None of them are gonna fall off in the ocean. None of them are gonna miss. All right, they're all gonna hit the target. Their target, and the target is the whole land of Babylon the Great. All right. So again, this is ultimately this is all vain talk that he's giving. All right, because even if he is successful in doing it, it doesn't matter. This place is still going to be destroyed. All right. Anyway, all right. So with that, you know, I pray this transit lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Salakia, my voice is going in and out. I'm a little under the weather. But I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakak Wadash, double honors again to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push us through the sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.